eating anything for most of the day and then just having a big dinner,
That's every day for me.
which is just I don't think it's good for you.
I don't care.
My girlfriend's home right now, so like I get fed daily. It's
It's
good.
how I live my life. I skip breakfast and I skip lunch and almost every day almost. And then
How are you getting
dinner.
6,000 calories in one meal then?
Oh, it's not just one meal. I start eating at night and then I stop whenever I fall asleep. Like I ate a bag of gummy bears last night and a whole thing of what was that Mexican dip combos? Like I don't even know what I was eating. There was lots of I went to Taco Bell too. I went to Taco Bell, got like $22 worth of shit. Like I
That's
get the
exactly what
whole
you got.
bag. I get
$22
this,
worth of shits.
yeah, I got this whole bag of Taco Bell coming through the house, and I'm like, "Here's yours, kitty," and it's like one quesadilla, and the rest of it's all mine. Oh, it's great.
Dude, $22 at Taco Bell. That is gross.
Oh yeah,
You know,
That
that's
imagine
is
eating that.
so if especially like okay, we'll say $18 because she got a quesadilla, and that is one of the pricier items on the menu.
it was like $22.
18.
Like $20 is what it takes to feed me at Taco Bell because I'll get like a number five. All right, so the number five is Nachos Bel Grande with a taco. I get them to make that taco a Doritos taco and a hard one at that. Um, I get a large Diet Pepsi because their Diet Pepsi is just delicious. The cheesy Fiesta potatoes. I like to get the double decker taco also with the Doritos Locos Nachos taco. Um, my mouth's watering thinking about it. They did this new quesarito, not a quesarito, but a crunch wrap. They do a sriracha chicken crunch wrap. I got one of those. I got a chicken and cheese chalupa supreme, and I think I got a 5-layer burrito. No, a 7-layer burrito. It's got the guacamole.
Do you
Yeah,
eat all of that at once, or do you
yeah.
gotta pace yourself?
If I only get $20 worth, then I can eat it all in one sitting. If I get like 25, $30 worth, which is like two or three more burritos,
Yeah, then it starts to get crazy,
then I
right?
can't handle it in one
That's
sitting.
too
But
much.
but I'll like play Fallout and I'll just munch away until the bag's gone. I eat the whole bag, the whole thing. That's what I did last night. It was delicious, and it's probably what I'm gonna do tonight too. I'm really fucking hungry. I love
How
Taco
far
Bell.
away is your Taco Bell from you? Like 20 minutes?
No, no, not that bad. Like 7 minutes each way,
Oh,
eight
that's not bad.
minutes. Yeah,
And
it's not bad
you
at all.
have like a chicken place like at Zaxby's close to there.
Yeah, same thing. I've got like my options are Zaxby's, Waffle House, Taco Bell, McDonald's, Burger King, Hardee's slash Red Burrito, Dairy Queen, and Wendy's.
I think Hardee's is wildly overrated as a fast food place. I do.
It's it's better than McDonald's, but it's not much better than McDonald's. If you have
For
to
the
make
price you
everything
pay,
fresh,
it is not better than McDonald's, I don't
you
think.
got to get them to make your food fresh so that it's not waiting around. Because any burger sitting in that little cardboard box under a heat lamp is going to be shitty. But if you have them make you a fresh one, then they actually do have superior ingredients to McDonald's and Burger King.
But it's like the same price almost to go to Hardee's and get a burger meal with fries and a drink as it is to go to like Red Robin and
Or
get
Five
burger,
Guys,
fries, and a
really.
drink. Or Five Guys. And Five
Yeah,
Guys and Red Robin are way better.
yeah. Five Guys is the shit. I've been eating a lot of Five Guys lately. I had a bacon cheeseburger and a large Cajun fry 2 days ago. It was amazing.
You got a large fry from there. That's a whole like a whole bag, isn't
We've
it?
talked about this. That meal is 2,250 calories. I get a large soda, I get a large Cajun fry, and I get a double bacon cheeseburger with my toppings, and it comes to 2,250 calories for one
So that's
meal.
all you eat that day, pretty much.
No, there's more. That's my main meal that I'll eat at night, but there'll be like snacks the whole night too. Like I'll definitely have at least one bowl of cereal. I might make some like spicy rice, as I call it, which is yellow rice with like stir fry ingredients. Like I get up there to 3,000 calories at least. Like most of the time, it's got to be 4 or 5. It's a shitload. I feel like I'm cramming so much into my body at once that it just can't process all of it. So it's just like push it through,
And
and
you
I'm
spend
not
most of
getting all
your
the.
days just like sprinting in circles or something. Like, I think if I was, like I sit on I mean, I stream for a living, so I sit on my ass literally 8 hours a day for about, 5 days a week. But if I ate like that, I would die.
I work
I would
out
just
like
have a heart attack instantly.
I work out one day a week maybe. Like I'll run or I'll lift weights a little bit, but
How old
mostly
are
I think
you?
29. I'll be 30 in May.
It's not just
Um,
metabolism then.
Yeah, mostly I've got a good metabolism. I really do think it's true, and I don't think that that's a true thing. People say it all the time. They throw that around. They bandy that point about. But I think I legitimately do have a rather fast metabolism because I just eat a lot of shit, and I don't seem to get very fat. I'm 183 pounds right now. and I've just been eating like shit for months now. Seemingly, I'm waiting
Could
to
it be
like
there's
get
just
fat.
like no nutritional value in any of the meal you've just described? So like
I'd love to think
your
that
body
because
just
that'll
passes
just.
it all.
I would love to think that because that would just drive me straight to the kernel, right? Like, like if less nutritional value equals less calorie intake somehow or absorption, then I'm going straight to KFC and I'm getting a bucket of.
But I mean, like, there's some materials your body just can't process. But you just like eat rocks, like it's just gonna pass through you. If
Good point.
Because
Good point.
your body can't dissolve it. And maybe at some level, that's what you're getting into here. I mean, because what you're describing is like 6,000 calories of fucking fast food on a daily basis.
Maybe only like half of that is even digestible by your body, and the rest is just like a viscous, semi-edible sludge that goes
I
through your
can
body.
count the chicken nuggets when I poop. I can see them. Does that mean anything?
Means you need to eat like a fucking
means
stalk of
success.
celery or something every once in a
Kyle,
while.
I have some inside information flowing in here on your diet.
Yes.
What Kyle means by skipping breakfast and lunch is that he doesn't get up till 2 p.m. So
That's not true.
he has his coffee and then begins his stream of dinners.
That's not true at all. I don't have any. Today I did sleep in late. Last night I was up until like 6 a.m. I think, and I didn't get. I woke up today at like 11:30 a.m. and then I just went back to sleep. I didn't have anything to do today. There's nothing going on. Nothing at all. It was raining last night, so I can't even go like clean up from where I filmed the other day. So I had a lazy day today. But most days I'm up and out of the bed by 10:30 or 11. Not that's anything to hang your hat on, but yeah, it's pretty accurate. I have my coffee, which has sweetener. I don't use any. That's got 0 calories. Most of my
Right there.
yeah, I totally
That's
am.
the difference maker.
That's probably, I mean, what's keeping your whole metabolism even going at this point.
I am so hungry. I am going to gorge myself on stream. People are going to think less of me for it, but I am so hungry.
I think I'm gonna order a pizza as soon as
I
soon as we're
started
done
the
here as well.
timer. My camera doesn't seem to be picking it up. But there we go.
Still can't see it. There it goes.
Well, there's 2 cameras. So I'm 3 minutes in. I guess I should have my pizza in about, 27 minutes? Something like that?
Yeah. I've got so much food to make right
Not
now
me.
in my fridge, whatnot. Like, but I don't want to finish the show and then go and start cooking for like 90 minutes and have to wait that long. But
When
I'll
I
feel like
first-
a real piece of garbage if I order food out with that much meat in my fridge.
My wife's
I-
been gone for over a week, and
Ah,
the
those are the
cupboard
worst.
is bare.
When I
Pieces-
finish here, I'm going to go to Zaxby's. I think. I'm
You
gonna
guys
go to
ever used Treat Your Stream? So a website that's designed for streamers. You register there, they okay you on it, and then you enter information. And it's a way of connecting your viewers to be able to order you food without actually giving them your information. Goes through that.
Ah.
I've used that once now. It's actually kind of a bit strange, but I had Papa John's delivered from a viewer who wanted to buy me Papa John's. So
What kind of Papa John's was it? Did they get a good pizza or a shitty one on purpose?
I'm sorry, not Papa John's, Jimmy John's. And you actually set up what you want, so they call in and they like get through one of your pre-orders. So I had exactly what I wanted.
I used to get
Wow.
nearly.
Technology.
I would have so many pizzas coming to my house. It was ridiculous. Some of them were prepaid, some of them weren't. But every time I streamed, there'd be like way too much food arriving.
Well, I assume you regulate that in some way, like not just ask them to do that. I assume you asked your
No,
actually,
he
the
said-
guy who did it
No,
was
I don't want this to happen.
No,
Like,
this actually happened to him in the past.
Oh,
People
I
knew
see.
his address, so they would send pizzas,
I
some paid for,
understand.
some not paid for. So he started up like a little chip jar or tip jar there to pay for the pizzas that
Yeah.
were inevitably going to arrive.
It was a real pain in the ass. Like,
Yep.
like it.
Well, among pains in the ass, that's a pretty first world. The
Here-
food won't stop showing up.
That wasn't what bothered me. What bothered me was, so I set up a tip jar, right? And it got like to be $150 like in there, so that when people sent pizzas, and a lot of times the pizza orders were like abusive almost. Like
Right.
they managed to make a $65 pizza. You know, they just like throw every topping on it and order it in the most expensive way, and then it would show up, and I wouldn't pay for that. So, but when they started paying for it, suddenly like I wouldn't like. You know, the delivery guy would get paid and the pizza guy would get paid and stuff because I had money. But then they're like, oh, what he's pocketing them. They need like proper accounting to make sure that their money really got to the pizza people. And it was like, can we just like not do all of this? Like that, I would take that. It's not.
Yeah, I
a
mean,
big,
that's why the
Yeah,
site does it, right?
somehow
That's
they
all.
always threw that onto you. I just feel like anybody else would have been like, Just put the money in there if you want to help me pay for the pizza. It'll get to the fucking pizza man. Some of it won't though, because I'm not going to be an accountant when it comes to this. I might profit $14, up to $15.99 maybe even from this pizza fund. Just chill the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why people get really bent out of shape about if they think you're profiting from them in some way that they don't think you should.
That was more old school. Nowadays, people will just straight up, hey, give me money, donations and stuff. It's a big thing. But you go back a couple of years, and heaven forbid, like you made money on YouTube or Twitch. Like it was.
It was weird how quickly that flipped around from like everybody saying you were a sellout whore for like having a sponsorship with like a controller company or something as small as that to just now where you can go to all the huge YouTube people and it's just not shameless promotion because it's not like it's shameless in the first place. Like you're promoting your brand, you're doing what you need to do to be viable financially. Like so, it's not shameless or anything, but it's so much more forward than ever before, and I think it's good.
Yeah, I like it. One thing, the more forward you are with it, the less. Like my last house tour was sponsored by Gamma Labs. Fuck it. Like there's nothing secretive about it. Like, hey, this is my server rack. Glug 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 glug. This gives me energy, and then I carry on. And like, what are you gonna say? Oh, I think he was paid. Yeah, there's a good chance. So
paid well is what you'd say, right?
Yeah, right. So
make a living.
Just be straightforward about it, and no one fusses anymore.
Are you going to invite your pizza man down here? Down into your cave?
Oh, I am on the second floor. Would be up. And no, I was going to go to the door and get the pizza. I think it'd be weird to be like, come on in.
You're not going to give him a hit
Have
for
a show.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
Give him what you said?
A hit for I had friends in college who would do like my stoner friends were like when the pizza guy delivered, like instead of like giving him money, they'd be like, "Hey man, hit for tip," and then like give him a bong, and the guy would like 99% of the time be like, "Well, yeah, I'm a pizza man," and then just. And I always thought that was so weird because it's like, yeah, you're giving him something that's worth money, but how about you just fucking give him money like I do and like everyone else does because that's what they need.
But
like,
isn't a hit worth like a quarter or something?
I don't know like how much they were giving him out of their
You
bong.
don't?
I don't. No.
you don't know
you
what...
have to do some math here.
Oh, please. If there's one thing drug users are good at, it's drug-based math.
That's true. You can find like a real idiot, and if they sell pot, you'll be like, "Hey, I want to buy 6.1 grams on the Sunday after Thanksgiving. How much would that run me in the current market?" And they're like, "Well, doing like their
Happy
Goodwill
holidays.
Hunting high numbers." Yeah, that always struck me as weird. The whole giving drugs away.
Kitty just came by and held up a sign that said she's like, "I just made you X amount of dollars, and we don't have to do anything." It's like,
Yay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Happy holidays indeed.
Happy holidays to Kitty.
Yeah.
So is it going to be you two hanging out, or no? She's
flying to Texas tomorrow, so I'm going to be here by myself for, I don't know, multiple of days, 3, 4, 5 days, something like that, all by myself.
Is Texas her family?
No. London would be her family, but she's got friends in Texas. I think I'm going to end up... I don't know what I'm gonna do for food. I'm gonna cook something, I guess, like something other than like burgers and fries or something lame like that. Maybe I'll get myself like a whole Cornish game hen and deep fry that motherfucker.
You should. You know what we do for for Christmas every year? My grandma, she like gets this giant pot and then like 5 times fills it up with crab legs and Cajun seasoning and andouille sausage and potatoes, like those small ears of corn.
Low country boil.
Yeah, country boil, and then she'll just pour it all out on her giant kitchen table, and everybody just eats off of it like a gross asshole. And you feel bad. Oh, it's great.
I've seen that done, but I've never participated. I don't like all that stuff that much. I don't like the crawfish, and I'm not into that so much. And the andouille sausage, not so much either. And the corn, even. I just don't like a lot of the stuff that's in there. It seems cool.
Like
Seems like I like crab.
I don't know how you can not like that kind of sausage, that andouille sausage. It's great.
It's okay.
Have you ever had one of those big boils, Woody or Filthy, where just throw it out on the table and everybody kind of goes hog wild?
With like Maryland style crab, back when I lived north, would be a thing. They just like I don't know how it's done exactly. You just prepare like a whole fucking cubic yard of crab and people eat it. It was never my favorite. I always thought crab was kind of high effort. If I'm gonna have a crab, it needs to be gigantic, like a Alaskan
Yeah.
king snow crab or whatever that is.
I grew up in Maine, and like we ate a lot of Maine lobster, and like crab always. I had crab way after I'd had lobster, and I always felt like kind of a like lower payoff, more work kind of lobster, right? Like all the limbs are smaller, there's less meat per amount of shell I'm cracking, and I don't actually like the flavor as much as I like lobster.
That's what I liked about crab versus lobster. Is I do like the flavor of crab more than lobster, and I like working at it. Like
Really?
Wow.
you feel like you have to really just dedicate some time to your meal. It forces you to eat slower. Like good for socializing. I like it.
I would love it if you were to say, "Open my crab for me."
I would be fine with that.
Get out.
Meet up, and I'll blaze through my crab because I'm a fiend. I'm a master. You'll be blown away. You'll be sitting there. You'll get your crab.
I'm already blown away.
I will get my crab, and I will just.
All right. I need to know more. Tell me about your tool set.
Mostly it's just my hands, and then they give you that small cracker, like that.
Is it
small
the
cracker.
squeezy cracker or the tiny fork that we're talking about?
They give you both of those at most places. The tiny fork, don't need it. Throw that away.
That's my primary
use
tool.
A regular sized fork. It's much more efficient. That and the cracker, and you only need the cracker for the big claw arm. That's it. All the other ones you can snap on your own. And if you know the right pattern, you always break it down from the smallest end to where it connects to the body of the crab. Because if you try and crack that big part open first, like that big kind of femur, I guess, you don't get like that big piece of meat that pulls out because the tendons from the outer laying parts of the leg are still there. So you got to crack those off first, eat kind of backwards, and then you get those big fatty pieces of crab.
This is good pro shit right here.
It's very good. Yeah, I
It does feel like I've been going about this all wrong.
Right?
Oh, you've been missing out. It's a
I
ball.
just assumed the tools they gave me would actually be adequate for the task, but it sounds like these tools are just not necessary.
I do
No,
use
that's
the big
that's a
fork.
global ruse. Those chefs in the back laughing at you. Look at this fucking idiot trying this rube.
Let's
this
give them
guy-
smaller forks. That'll
Yeah.
fuck with them.
Hey, chef. Let's give them really little forks just to see how they can open. Why would we give them
Yeah,
little forks? Why am I French? Just trust me. Give them little.
Well, that's great advice, though. What I use is I use the fork, and sometimes I use the fork as a cutting device. Like you put it all the way there, and then it'll sort of wiggle your way through, and you can open with that. That's not a bad technique. If I'm lucky, I can pull out larger chunks of meat, but sometimes I just get. It's like eating a broken cookie. It's the same thing, but it's better when it's not broken. God, I'd kill for a cookie right now.
Oh, I would kill for a crab. Man, that would be great.
I-
Wouldn't that be a great
No.
podcast food? Just
I'm not sure they're gonna like my pizza, but it's what 8:09, I think. That's I'm like crazy hungry. I'm looking at this thing. I'm 13 minutes in.
you're not gonna tear through the whole pizza on the show. Like you'll have some for afterward, I'm sure.
I would expect, yeah. But
Yes.
I don't know. At this point, I have like a sweat on. I don't know if I'm hungry or anticipating. I'm feeling a little low blood sugared. I'm a mess. I need some food.
I
Hey,
need to get eating better.